Hi guys, I am thrilled to present to you this latest grander iteration for your remodel and addition in Palo Alto. This iteration is taking us practically all the way up to the 6,000 square foot limit. I have a few square feet to play with if we need to micro adjust anything, but I think you're going to really love this layout. So let's go ahead and zoom in here and walk through the changes. So no change here to the porch or the foyer overall, but we are going to start seeing a much grander, much wider open to above area. And then this line here represents the line of the walkway above, the mezzanine above, and there'd be a 42-inch tall or maybe a slightly taller than that because of the floor level change, but there'd be a glass guardrail here that doesn't go all the way to the ceiling so that people could lean over that and communicate down to the dining hall. And so we're seeing that here, coming up to the top of the stairs here, the elevator shaft here, there'd be a partial height wall with a glass guardrail above that. And I'm showing here that since I'm going to slope the walkway here to gain a foot of height for the ground floor below, we'll have the code minimum 42-inch tall glass guardrails here, but they'll maintain the height and be a uniform height, and they'll be 54 inches tall here, leading towards the play loft. And I think that's going to look nice and clean. It's going to look perfect, and it'll allow you to lean over and communicate with people here at the dining table down below. And I haven't redone the glazing yet on the backside here, but of course you'd come up the stairs and you'll see all of this glazing across. So back downstairs. We'll go back upstairs, of course, but back downstairs. The changes to the office, pretty minimal. I got rid of that closet and went with a double pocket door situation here. This can be nice and open most of the time, but then when you want to close it off for a little bit of privacy, you'll have that. Quick and easy to get to the bathroom too. No real major changes here other than, of course, significantly more open to above. And I want to reserve time to reconfigure the glass at the back. When we settle on the floor plan, these doors here were initially a reaction to having the two bedrooms facing the back. And now we don't necessarily need this configuration here. But again, I want to reserve time to study this in 3D. And then I'll decide really what the window pattern window and door pattern wants to be at the back. But it's really an impressive amount of space here being left open. And then because we're ramping up along this line here, we'll be able to have 9-foot ceilings pretty easily for the family room and the kitchen area. And then really sky's the limit on what ceiling height we want beyond this dashed line here, which represents the second floor above. But you'll see I've got a couple skylights in here to light up the entrance into the very amply sized guest suite below. But we have a skylight here and a skylight here and the windows here, so I feel like this is going to be a pretty brightly lit kitchen area here. But then I've got this really nice L-shaped island here with the cooktop here, an extra veggie prep sink here. This could also be like an ice well or a bar well for when you're hosting parties. But then we've got our tall storage here for some snacks, and then we've got a oven right here, not too far away from the cooktop. Upper cabinets, long L shape of countertop leading to the flanking fridge cabinet and freezer cabinet. Upper cabinets all along here. And I'm loving this. This is a very amply sized kitchen, very generously sized, nicely lit. And then this island here does relate very nicely to what's happening at the dining room and to what's happening at the family room, as well as this little in-betweener space. We still have a huge pantry, and I know that you asked me to grow the kitchen up or push the kitchen up the page here, but I still feel like this bedroom space is already so oversized at 284 square feet, almost 285. It's humongous. It actually is the biggest bedroom in the house, even bigger than your own primary bedroom upstairs. So I feel like I don't need to push this wall up. Let's keep this as existing, and we'll expand from there, grow this out, create a nice little bed wall here by framing out this little pocket area. But then this is fantastic. The bathroom's going to be nicely daylit. It's still pretty convenient to get to it. from the family room, dining room if you don't want to go into this bathroom here through the rec room. And as long as no one's, as long as you don't have a long-term guest with you, of course, this bathroom is nicely accessible. And then let's see. So big walk-in closet, decent sized bathroom. I don't think it needs to get. We don't really need to reconfigure this much, I think. Let's see. So I know you're going to love this. So the rec room is fantastic. I'm showing here a set of pocket sliding doors. So these 3 sliding doors would all nest inside this little pocket right here so that this full width can be completely open. And the rec room, family room, even the kitchen is just going to be a really awesome experience. But if you want it to be a little more quiet, you'd certainly be able to draw these across and then even have some curtains, interior curtains that nest along this wall. And then I've got another bit of solid glass right here so that this corner is really glassy. We could technically have these sliding glass doors come all the way up to this plate glass, but this corner here, this bit of structural framing would help carry this corner here happening at the bedroom. And it's just going to be nice structurally to have that. And I think it'd be a little bit better when you're closing these doors perhaps in a hurry, or if a guest is closing it too fast. It'd be nice to have a solid wall here to catch it, rather than having to rely on the stops before it hits this pane of glass. But again, we can spruce it up. We can go a little bit more glassy, but I want to hear your thoughts on having a post here. I think it'd be valuable. But then no real changes here to the rec room other than this amazing upgrade here. We still have access to the bathroom, which has access to the exterior patio here to serve the pool. And then with the master bedroom balcony happening above here, I feel like, and the fact that this line pushed up the page and grew out, I don't really have a lot of room to fit glass right here and furniture. So I feel like maybe it'd be better to step out this way onto a patio space under the balcony. And then we'll center doors under this balcony. I think that might look nice. But we'll study that in 3D. And then, we did bring in the family room line. This line stacks with the line of the bedroom above it. And then this did pull in to keep us under the 6,000 square feet. I might be able to micro adjust this wall out another inch or two to gain the remaining 13 square feet I have under the limit. But again, micro adjustments will come later. But we have a nice door here to get out onto this little landing area, which can connect us to a whole bunch of activities happening out here. With the grade change and the fact that we're going to have cabinets and a TV on this wall, I want some glass here, but the glass could be rather high up against the ceiling. There'll be glass here, but we can use this wall for some storage. I think some low storage elements. Those should not be visible through the windows I envision happening here, but again, we'll study windows in 3D. But as I've shifted the garage out to accommodate the ability to get into this bedroom suite and shifting the walk-in closet bathroom, this has shifted out, but it's nicely in line with the wall of the bathroom out here. I think that's going to look really nice in 3D. And then, though we could have the trash cans outside right here, I think why not let the trash bins have a spot inside the garage here, keep the animals away from them, and don't have to step outside to throw stuff away. But again, these certainly don't have to live in the garage. They could live right here. Okay, let's go upstairs now. So we'll go up this way, get to a nice landing, turn the corner, and then we're at a nice level spot. So there's no more step along here like you requested, but we do come up, and again, when you come up to the top of the stairs, you're going to see over the glass guardrail to the glass wall beyond, and it's going to be fantastic. This is hugely open. It's maybe not still quite the same scale as what you had in the that other image that I shared with you, but it is definitely humongous, right? No one will be able to reach across or even be able to come close to touching this wall from the guardrail line. Let's zoom in here. So the bedroom 2, the walk-in closet, bathroom 2, these elements micro adjusted a little bit so that this wall was in line with this wall here, and we have a nice 48-inch wide hallway up here. I certainly, with all this happening, I don't want to squeeze us down past bedroom 3, past this walk-in closet. So this shifted down just a smidge, but still, bedroom 2, this upstairs guest suite, is very grandiosely sized. We do get to this suite now, though, through a pocket door that sound isolates this play loft space. So there's an existing wall here now. We're going to adjust it by putting in a pocket door, putting in a bit of fixed glass here so that when your kids are at their homework station or at this play desk, they'd be able to look through this glass as well. And everything still feels really open because we'll see glass here, glass here up to the ceiling for acoustics, and then with a 42-inch tall drywall wall below that so that we can have furniture up against here, play chests, things like that can live against the wall without having to worry about how that looks from downstairs in the living room looking up at this wall. It'll just be a nice clean plate of glass and curtains drawn across occasionally. But now with glass up to the ceiling here, a glass window here, and this pocket door, this space can be closed off a little bit from what's happening at this open space here. And, I don't think we want to go through this door to get to storage here, so we'll make some storage work with furniture inside this play loft. And so I would think now that when we come up the stairs into this mezzanine space, it'd be nice to use this corner for a little built-in bench. Put a little coffee table right here. I think this would be a nice little spot to sit and enjoy this openness. If you don't like that, I mean, it could be another storage closet, but I say let's open it up and enjoy this. So we come up the stairs. Now, we take the ramp this way, and I know I'm saying slope walkway here, but I do think that by trying to gain 12 inches over a foot, it's going to technically be pretty close to a ramp. We might as well just go ahead and incorporate a handrail along this line too. Just why not? We have a decent landing at the top here. And by going with the maximum slope that you're comfortable with, I can get more height down below. But by ramping up here, we get to the top of the ramp, and now we're at a higher level than when we are up at when we first come up the stairs. But again, we've got the guest suite with its own private bathroom being serviced by the elevator just fine. But then here again, we've got this bedroom 3. And again, we're going to have a solid wall down below at about probably a 42-inch height. And then we'll do glass to the ceiling for acoustics. So this bedroom is pretty fantastic. They may not have as direct of a view to the backyard as they once did in the previous iteration, but it's pretty damn awesome. And then we've got them a walk-in closet, and they've also got access into the bathroom without having to walk along this glassy guardrail hallway. This bathroom is rather open. It's pretty luxuriously sized, but I feel now we've got space to put extra linens or laundry hampers or some other elements could flank this vanity. But then this circulation zone here allows bedroom 3 and bedroom 4 to get into the shared sink area, but then still have a private area for bathing and toilet use. And then, as you requested, I've got not a laundry room, but just a laundry closet. And I'm showing here kind of a wide bifolding door that could fully expose the machines and give you the ability to reach into some storage cabinetry tucked into the corner here. And then upper cabinets going all the way across. So plenty of storage here, but it's not a laundry room. Personally, I'd rather have more space for the laundry room and let bedroom 3 have just a standard reach-in closet. That's my preference. But I understand, this is your laundry preference. So, but let me know. We can adjust it as we go through the process. We don't have to decide today. But then when we get to the end of the mezzanine here, past bedroom 3, past this glass wall here, we get to the large flared skylight happening in this vestibule here, which does have access to the primary bedroom, another kid bedroom, and this bathroom here, as well as the laundry space with cabinetry here, tucked into these both of these corners with uppers along here and here. So there's plenty of storage capacity here. We could also strip these elements away and let these be benches or something else, because I know you're really excited about the view that you'll see out this way. But I also like the idea that after you come up the stairs and you go along this ramp, at the end of the long view, we've got this great view here, but we've also got something to hold our eye here at the end of this way. The kids' bedroom works really well. We've got a nice walk-in closet for them. Decent sized bedroom. It is the smallest bedroom, but still almost 14 feet by 12 feet. It's a very decently sized bedroom. I wouldn't complain about this, but I know you do want larger rooms, and I did strive to make these rooms sort of as large as I could while also being able to get into this bathroom area and have this private enclosed area. So I think this is good, but let me know your thoughts. And then last but not least, the master suite. Really excited about this, especially the fact that if you wanted, you too could have a bit of fixed window, just like we have here at the desks. We could do the same thing here so that from your room, you would have, of course, windows here. Perhaps it's overkill to have glass here with curtains that would give you privacy. So maybe it's a solid wall. Let's keep it a solid wall. That way, when we're down in the dining room, we can have some art along this wall here. I think that's better than having more glass, because plenty of glass will happen here for your view from the bed wall to the far distant views of the bay, which you're going to love. We've got a full width balcony here, which will probably have sliding glass doors here so you can step out onto the balcony. And then to get into both your walk-in closet area and your bathroom, we'll have a pocket door here in the corner so you can get in. But through the pocket door, we'll see a nice wall here for art, or a bit of a mirror, perhaps. Full-length mirror would be nice right here. And so from the bedroom, you're not really directly seeing any clothes changing or any bathroom activities. It's not till you turn the corner. So this is kind of like a mini vestibule, really. You can turn the corner here into the walk-in closet and turn this corner to get in, see a view of the shower in the corner here. And then full-length vanity, very nice wide vanity happening here. Perhaps a makeup desk or makeup vanity can live in this corner, or this could be a full height linen. And then we have a water closet for the toilet, as well as some cabinetry here for storage inside of the water closet. Again, guys, I think this is fantastic. I hope you love it. I think, looking at this, perhaps the one thing that I would want to change is changing the ramp just to simple steps here at the corner. I wouldn't move the door or change anything here. I feel like steps would look cleaner than the ramp. And then downstairs, other than the guest suite feeling a bit overly large, overly grand, but I wouldn't change these existing walls just to accommodate that. I feel like, other than this being a little overly grand, I'm really digging your downstairs layout. I hope you are too. Looking forward to hearing your feedback. Thank you so much.